Okay, last one, The Horse in Motion by Edward Muybridge. We're in the, getting into the later part of the 19th century. It's listed as a photograph. This clearly is not a photograph. That's okay. I'll make it clear as to what's going on here. These are silhouettes based off of the photographs that were actually taken. And Muybridge used these images one after another to show people the horse actually in motion. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment. Pretty sure that I've mentioned this already. Maybe I haven't, but the question was: does a horse, when it is running at full, really running, is there ever a point where all four legs are off the ground? And for centuries and centuries, this was a question that people had, and we had no answer, because when a horse really gets running, he runs too fast for our eye to see it. And so this is where photography comes in. So photography is actually better in some ways than the human eye. So it can actually capture a moment and keep a moment the way a human eye cannot. And so there was a former governor of California named Leland Stanford. That name should sound familiar to you, who hired Muybridge to answer that question. And so I have here, the human eye can't break down the action of all the quick gaits of a trot and a gallop, right? So that's what the photography is better for, right? So he was able to photograph the horse running. I'll show you exactly how he did it. It's really pretty cool. And in fact, the answer was yes, the horse does at a certain point have all four legs off the ground. So as I mentioned earlier, he used the photographs to create woodcut prints that he then distributed along with his own invention. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. So here are the photographs put one right after another. Obviously, this is an early version of what will later become motion pictures, right? Pictures that move, so movies. But it has to begin with photography. Whoops, let's go back. Sorry. This doesn't have any words or language, so we can see this being captured. So we can see, yes, all four legs do come off the ground. Okay, so how did he do it? You can tell by just looking at these images. So he had these strings, which each one was attached to a different camera. And as the horse ran past the strings, it was such that he set the strings off. He broke the strings, but he also set off the camera. And so each time he broke a string, set it off, hit the string, then the camera took a photograph. And so it was able to take photograph after photograph after photograph, not one camera, but several cameras right in a row. And that is how he was able to capture that information, that visual information. The path was also lined with cloth sheets with white, on the ground, but also behind, so that, the image, the horse could be seen more clearly, more cleanly, with as much light as possible. So these were large glass plate cameras. Okay. So the zoopraxiscope is what he made. So as I mentioned, he made kind of woodcut prints of each photograph, so that when you put them together and put them in this invention called the zoopraxiscope, you could see the horse running. So here it is. Okay, you get the point. So you look at the image, as the first shot told you, through those slits in the side, and so it gives you gives you a good picture of the horse actually running. And that's where we get the name of the work that we are dealing with, which is The Horse in Motion. But it also has some alternate names, which is not super important for you to know. But okay. Here's a video. I'm not going to show it to you, but you should watch it. And here's another video, shorter. I'm not going to show it to you, but you should watch it. Thank you.